nobody has more access to the league superstars than Rachel Nichols. You saw that throughout the NBA, something that LeBron, though Davis, has yet to participate in. Rachel, the deal is now basically done. The ink will be dry once we can get to July 1 and the new league year and all of that. Your initial impression on the Lakers adding Davis to pair with LeBron?
Well, this feels like a really good deal for both sides. I think the earliest it can be completed is July 6th, although there's some wiggle room after that about when they complete the deal, and it'll just kind of depend on when that becomes advantageous, again, for both sides to kind of where they will end up having cap room at what time of the year. But it's done in terms of an agreement, and it's a great haul for the Pelicans and David Griffin, and this is what he was hired for. Basically, his pitch to get this job is, I can get you a team where you are not going to be decimated from trading your superstar away. This is an incredibly promising young core they have. Of course, the luck of getting Zion Williamson is huge for them, and they will be able to build upon that and really be sort of a budding young force in the Western Conference. But of course, the bigger fish is going on out in LA. James needed another big player to maximize his final years of sort of this last third stretch of his career. And it didn't look like they were going to get one of the top level guys in free agency. And so this was really the move for the Lakers. And frankly, because LeBron James is a diminishing asset, because he is a human being who ages, as we saw this year, you get more likely to get hurt as you get older. You can play a little bit less tenacious defense as you get older. None of this is a knock on LeBron. He is just, in fact, human. The longer they waited to acquire a huge superstar to play alongside him, the less they would get out of him. So the fact that he almost basically wasted his first year with them. Now he's got a year where he's going to be turning 35, but having Anthony Davis should juice up that remaining years on LeBron's contract with the Lakers. And Los Angeles is one of the places that Anthony Davis has said, I would like to sign a long-term deal with. So it's not in the bank. He is going to come here and not be obligated to the Lakers for more than that 1 year. He can't sign an extension with the Lakers for the first 6 months against league rules. And his agent, Rich Paul, has said he doesn't intend to sign anything until the following summer. So they'll see how it works. But the reason the Lakers gave up so much is they have at least reasonable assurances from Anthony Davis and his side of the fence that he will sign a long-term deal here. And it not only, as I said, maximizes those final years of LeBron's contract with them, it maximizes and sustains the Lakers because he is young and he is going to be able to be their core as LeBron ages out if he continues to stay here and likes it in Los Angeles.
The Lakers are coming off a 37-45 season, the wasted first year of LeBron, as you called it. I know you do your show, The Jump, essentially across the street from the Staples Center where the Lakers play. The Lakers obviously were humiliated all this year, inside, outside the organization, the drama, the incompetence. This one move today, Rachel, takes the Lakers from where they were to?
Look, we'll have to see. I mean, if this year's NBA Finals taught us anything, it's that trying to predict 9, 10, 11 months in advance what's going to happen is foolish. And it's not that fun, right? Pretending we all know how this is going to work out, I don't get it. I don't know why everyone's in such a rush to do it. The thing I love about sports is that we don't know what's going to happen, that the underdog can win, that circumstances are going to change and then change again, and it's going to be a wild ride. So that is the one thing I will predict, that I expect it to be a bit of a wild ride. There's going to be an adjustment period with Anthony Davis. There's going to be an adjustment period with the young core that is now going over to the Pelicans. There could be injuries that change the whole game. I do know that the West is a whole lot more open than it's been for the last 4 or 5 years because we know for sure Kevin Durant is not going to play in the NBA next year. So he won't be playing for the Golden State Warriors, even if he's signed to them because of that Achilles injury. And Klay Thompson is going to need a 6 or 7 month recovery period. Now, him I expect to be back by next spring and going into the playoffs, and we'll have to see sort of what kind of player he is. I think that Klay Thompson is made of vibranium, so I think he'll be fine by the playoffs next year, but will be a definitely diminished team than what we've seen for the last 4 or 5 years, and that opens the door up in the West. I wouldn't count the Golden State Warriors out, right? I mean, they still have Steph Curry,
sure.
But it's definitely a much more open scene. We still have to see where the Kawhi Leonard domino is going to fall too before we can predict what does this mean for the Lakers, because Kawhi Leonard comes to the Clippers. As we've seen, you just need Kawhi and a bunch of other good guys. You don't need some other big superstar to win an NBA title. That's now been proven as recently as this week.
It's fascinating, Rachel. I know you're going to be on top of it from the jump from this moment on. We got about 2 weeks to go until free agency. The draft is this Thursday.
I'm
Yeah.
going to interrupt you just for one quick thing.
Sure.
I would say to you and to everyone who is listening right now, I heard you guys in the intro say, hey, Rich Paul got his what he was asking for. I just want to keep reminding everyone, Anthony Davis is a grown-up, and this is what he wanted. I have talked to him a bunch over this last year. He wanted to be in Los Angeles, and that is part of why he hired Rich Paul, not the other way around. So
Good.
Anthony is the one who has a house here. He's got a young kid that he would like to raise in California, and we should just give him that agency because this was his decision.